Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we got Danny Lay talking wild, Juicy J on the vaccine, Fujiano slapping Trey Songz, details on King Von's killer, and exclusive information on 50's BMF story on Stars. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source. Yo, if this is your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button if you're feeling any part of the content, man. That always helps us out, alright? And yo, be sure to share us on your Facebook channel, man, Instagram, anywhere you like to share your content, man. Hey yo, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, man, what you waiting for, man? Go on and hit that subscribe button. Hey yo, man, shout out to Queen Staff 99 talking about, man, she love the way we talk, giving us the warm and fuzzies. You know what we said, man, we love the way she listen. You know what I mean? Hey yo, shout out to Mad Move and Roy Rivera. Yo, let me get this show on the road, man. We don't got all day. Alright? Hey yo, you know what's funny though? Spring break is notorious for the wild festivities that goes on, right? And it's been notorious for the wild insanity for years. And when I look at videos of spring break in the past, right? Like, I don't know, it looked like a different group than the group that I saw this year. The spring break images I've seen this year, you know what I'm saying? The first thought that I thought to myself was like, I didn't know there was so many black people out there. I'm wondering, right? Like, is that the reason why spring break in Miami is damn near canceled? You might be like, yo, but celeb, it's a pandemic. It was a pandemic last year too, man. Wasn't cats brawling on Jersey Shore? They ain't never imposed no curfews before. Not that I heard of. Suddenly, it's curfew time. Crowds of black people are getting pepper balls. 6 officers on top of one black dude. Come on, man. We seen this type of thing before, man. This ain't new. And we ain't naive enough to think we passed this. Oh, by the way, Florida Governor DeSantis' riot bill was approved yesterday, which prohibits violent assemblies and protects law enforcement. Now, oddly, this came after a Black Lives Matter protest and imposes criminal offenses and increases penalties for those who target law enforcement and participate in violent or disorderly assemblies. So all they gotta do is like push you or hit you while you peacefully assemble, then say you attacked them. You know what I'm saying? In a year where law enforcement knelt on a man's neck for over 8 minutes, he proposes a bill to protect them. F out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Racist to the core. Yo, I'm starting to think this dude is the Florida man. You see what I'm saying? And they're trying to put it on all of y'all. Anyway, Danny Lay, we gonna start off with you. Right? Because you're like, wait a minute, that wasn't the... No, we starting off with Danny Lay today. And I guess we're going to have to treat this a little bit delicately because you never know. Danny Lay has had a rough last couple of months. Apparently there was some taunting about live performances and whatnot. And y'all know how that could feel, right? You remember when you tried to freestyle your book report in front of your classmates? You was going on for like a full 3 minutes, knowing damn well you only had the title written and at the top of the page and 2 incomplete sentences. Danny Lay even pulled the attention of Snowfall actor Amin Joseph when she went to social media and said that she could not get into Snowfall. Now, he responded by saying, quote, "It's a black thing. You wouldn't understand." Close quote. Yo, I'm on the side like, ooh, burn. Yo, shorty went to the gram and posted, "I look like an idiot." And then she added, "I feel I cry every other day. I just want my life to change already," with the broken red heart emojis. "I don't want to be here no more. I got no real love around me." Close quote. Incredible, right? Like, is that manipulative, man? Like, she came for the man's show, right? Came for the baby mother. Came for the chocolate ladies on the side over there, right? Then she said, "I want my life to change. I got no real love in my life." Like, is that manipulation? Like, look, let me put it like this. You have everything to live for, all right? Hurting yourself won't solve anything. What else? What else do we have here? Trouble doesn't last forever. Let's see. One day it'll all make sense. Sing like no one is listening. Love like you never been hurt. Dance like nobody's watching. And of course, sing like no one is listening, all right? But for real though, look, assuming you really feel this way, Danny, speak with a therapist or a counselor and discuss what you're feeling, man. Real talk. Because nothing is worth your life, man. And that's facts, all right? Matter of fact, Source, can we add the suicide number on the screen somewhere, man? That's that number, that 1-800-273-8255 number. Can we add that somewhere, man? That's 1-800-273-TALK. Alright? If any of you listeners are having those kinds of thoughts, man, Celebs Source is hitting you with that number. Remember, you are more than just you, man. You possess nations inside of you. You are an important link in a chain of descendants necessary for the good of humanity, man. Look, God the Son didn't die on the cross for angels, man. He died for you. You follow me? Meaning you are valuable. Now, if you don't feel it, that's cool, man. You often can't trust your feelings, and rarely do you feel the most important events while they're happening in your life, man. You know what I mean? Growth, wisdom, intelligence, you don't feel those things, man. Look, 1-800-273-8255. That's 800-273-TALK. All right? That's the number. Now, Juicy J of the 3-6 Mafia tweeted out a pretty controversial statement. Your man said, quote, "If I was you, I wouldn't get vaccinated. I would wear a mask and take vitamins." Close quote. Which I could understand, right? Real talk. I mean, I respect the fact that he still mentioned the wisdom of rocking the mask and taking vitamins, but social media was not so compassionate as your boy Celeb. Someone came through in the comments talking about, "Hey, Juice, big fan. You told me to sip on scissor when I was in the 7th grade. I'ma just say, sit this one out, player." Close quote. Ooh, I'm bleeding out on that one, right? Now, folks even played clips of his songs where my man talks about take the blunt and dip it in the lean, pop a Molly, and drink some orange juice. Ain't Molly like another form of meth, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's meth, as far as I understand. Look, you rapped about folks should take meth and smoke blunts dipped in lean, but not a vaccine? Man, come on, bruh. Look, another person called Built Like a Chrysler said, quote, "I think it's rich that Juicy J trusted drug companies for decades for various prescription opioids of choice, but vaccines is where he put his foot down," with the laughing tears emoji. Hey, yo, the internet remains undefeated. Hey, yeah, it's raining over here. Yo, we reported to you a few days ago, right, that Fujiano, you know, the 1017 artist that melted off the ankle bracelet and was on the run for a few months. Anyway, your boy has been locked up, right? And as if that ain't bad enough, Trey Songz, Mr. I like to spit in women's mouths on camera, that nasty mucker. Look, Mr. I'll hold a police officer in a reverse headlock ready to do a DDT on that fool. Trey Songz posted an image of Rennie Rucci. I think that's her name, right? Rennie Rucci, and it was one of those, you know, those thirst trap pics, right? Now, if you don't know Rennie Rucci, I mean, if I understand correctly, she is connected to Fujiano. So someone let Fujiano know that Trey Songz posted Renie's image, and Fujiano's team relayed the following message courtesy of Fujiano, with the message from Fuji saying, quote, "Slap the ish out of you when I get out," at Trey Songz from the mayor. Close quote. Then Fujiano posted a second response saying the following, yo, take a listen.
"Hey, you a bitch. I'm gonna slap the fuck out you when I catch you, boy. You better have a lot of security with you. And I slap the fuck out them too with your whole ass. Singing ass nigga, you ain't gonna sing when I catch your bitch ass, boy."
As if, like, being locked up wasn't bad enough. Now he's got to worry about Mr. I love being nasty on camera. You see what I'm saying? Mr. Steal your girl that's already taken. All right? Mr. Go ahead and fumble and I'ma dive right in. Mr. The neighbors know my name. As if Mr. Fujiano doesn't have enough on his plate. He now got to add that to his list of concerns. Hey, yo, here's the thing, man. I'm gonna give this next one just as straight as I could, alright? Old Block legend King Von was killed back in November last year. You already know that. The shooting happened outside a hookah lounge with a crowd surrounding Von and Quando Rondo standing outside a car. King Von approached the artist Quando and without hesitation started swinging on the artist. In the span of like 6 seconds, someone emerged from the other side of the vehicle, let off a few shots, striking King Von and subsequently killing him. The person that fired those shots was Timothy Leaks, aka Lil Tim. Lil Tim was locked up since that time until about 2 days ago, Friday night, when he posted the $100,000 bail. That's right, Lil Tim is out. Your boy Celeb will provide no additional commentary on that. And finally, yo, I think this might be exclusive for now, man, because as far as I know, we're the only one that's talking about it, right? Anyway, check this out. We received a message yesterday, right, from someone by the name of Byron. I ain't gonna give his last name right now, all right? But you'll be able to look it up because it's all public records. But Byron sent us an image of a very important document. Now, the image or the document was from the United States Patent and Trademark Office, alright? The document illustrated that BMF and the name Big Meech are federally registered trademarks owned by Byron. Now, Byron added, quote, 50 Cent / Stars Network do not own BMF or Big Meech federally registered trademarks for the upcoming television series with Snoop and Lala Anthony. Nor do they have permission to use any of the trademarks for any reason whatsoever. Stars Network is trying to bully and strong-arm black people out of their federally registered trademarks for their personal gain without consent. We shall defend our intellectual property rights against anyone who attempts to utilize our trademark names for any reason whatsoever, and we shall protect the trademarks under all circumstances. We will not allow the upcoming Black Mafia Family series to use any of our BMF, Big Meech intellectual property trademark names under any conditions whatsoever. We will not be bullied by Stars Network or anyone else when it comes to our intellectual property or federally registered trademark, close quote. Now, after we received that, right? That's what he said, right? After we received that, we asked Byron 3 questions, right? Celebs Source asked Byron 3 questions. Have you reached out to Stars or 50 Cent in order to make this right? His response was yes. We reached out to the Stars Network attorneys and they are very much aware of our federally registered trademarks. Our third question was, Our third question was, are you willing and planning litigation? Are you going to court to pursue your rights and fight for compensation? And their response was, yes. We are willing and are currently planning a litigation to pursue our IP rights and will be protecting our trademark rights against anyone and shall be seeking damages from any and all parties that violate our IP rights. Our corporate attorneys have been trying to get this matter rectified for approximately a year or so. Now, the second question that we asked was really the real and only question that we really had. Alright? That question was, do you have any personal connection to Big Meech or BMF? If so, please elaborate. Or was this just a financial foresight to make a smart business decision in obtaining the rights? Alright? That's the second question. Basically, do you know Big Meech? Do you know BMF? Or are you affiliated in any way to these cats? Now, that was the real and only question that we really had, but we had to fluff it up with a couple of other questions. And the answer to that is of critical importance. Dude's response was no. Quote, no. We do not have any personal affiliation with Demetrius Edward Flannery or the Black Mafia family whatsoever. Now, close quote. Now, that's kind of all we needed, right? So essentially, this dude got a federal trademark on someone else's name and story, right? And now, if Big Meech or BMF or anyone with affiliated with them wants to tell their own story, they got to pay this guy. That's like if my boy G Bozak in the comments section, right, wanted to write a documentary on how he became G Bozak of Celebs Source Commentary, right? That we know today. G would now have to pay this guy to tell his own story because this guy has a trademark on G's name. Sorry, G, I mean, what I'm saying? I ain't mean to give anybody any ideas. In addition to that, this dude said, quote, please do an immediate story about this so that the world will know exactly what the Stars Network is trying to do. He said they're trying to, quote, bully and strong-arm black people out of their federally registered trademarks without consent. Close quote. Meanwhile, he got a trademark on someone else's name and affiliations, legally prohibiting them from being able to tell their own stories. Now, providing that I explain and understand that correctly, right? That is not cool. I'm just trying to keep it a buck, man. And you'll let us know what you think, right? Am I wrong? If you get a trademark on someone else's name, should they have to pay you to tell their own story? Like, what if the shoe was on the other foot, right? If you wanted to tell your story and I got the trademark on your name, should you have to now pay me to tell your story involving your name? Danny Lay, when does it become manipulation? Look, if you speak reckless on the interwebs, right, and folks roast you as a result, can you then cry talking about, I don't want to be here no more? Let us know what you think, man. I'm curious as to what y'all really think on that. And Lil Tim, what are your thoughts on that? Yo, let us know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news.